डियर स्टूडेंट, उम्मीद करता हूँ आप सभी लोग अच्छे होंगे और अच्छी तरीके से पढ़ रहे होंगे। सो टुडेज टॉपिक वी आर गोइंग टू बी डिस्कस स्टैंडर्ड 12th, सब्जेक्ट इज फिजिक्स एंड चैप्टर नंबर 4. द नेम ऑफ चैप्टर इज इलेक्ट्रिकल capacitance. So topics to be covered. So first of all, let's discuss here what are the topics today we are going to be study about that. Factor affecting capacitor, this is the number one topic. Number second is symbol of capacitor, and number third topic is types of capacitor. Number fourth one is parallel plate capacitor, and last one we will discuss numerical based on parallel plate capacitor. In first topic we are talking about what are the factors those are going to be affect capacity or strength of capacitor. In second topic we are going to be talk about symbol for constant capacitor and symbol for variable capacitor. In third topic we are going to be talk about types of capacitor. In the types of capacitor, first type we will discuss here parallel plate capacitor, and after discussion of parallel plate capacitor concept we will discuss about the numerical based on parallel plate capacitor. So hopefully what are the topics we are going to be discuss, you know about that. Now let's come to the next one. Okay, here you have to be just understand, if you have any single doubt you can mention here and you can ask any question. So first topic we are going to discuss here, that is factors affecting capacitor. So what are the factors those are going to be affect the strength or capacity of capacitor? So basically there are three factors that are going to be affect the capacity or strength of capacitor. Number one is size and shape of the capacitor. Second factor, area of the capacitor, and third is distance between two plates. So size and shape. If the size and shape is going to be increase, definitely the capacity or strength of capacitor is also going to be increase. If the size and shape of the capacitor is going to be decrease, definitely the strength or capacity of capacitor is going to be decrease. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि साइज और शेप जितना ज़्यादा होगा तो स्ट्रेंथ और कैपेसिटी उतनी क्या होगी, ज़्यादा होगी. Second one is area. In this we are talking about if area is increases then capacity is increases, area is decreases then capacity of capacitor is decreases. इसका मतलब अगर एरिया जितना ज़्यादा होगा उतना ही कैपेसिटी और स्ट्रेंथ क्या होगी, ज़्यादा होगी. जितना एरिया कम होगा उतनी ही कैपेसिटी किसी भी कैपेसिटर की क्या होगी, कम होगी. नाउ डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू प्लेट्स मीन्स सी हियर, if distance between two plates is increases then strength of the capacity is decreases. If the distance between this two plate is decreases then capacity of the capacitor is increases. Okay, so hopefully you understood this. Now let's come to the note. These are the important points. In note first, capacitance of capacitor is never depends on charge and applied voltage. So hopefully you understood it is not going to depend on charge and applied voltage because the ratio of the charge and voltage are same. Okay. Now principle on which capacitor is working, if anyone teacher will ask you what is the principle of capacitor, you can say that sir, principle of capacitor is mutual induction. What is mutual induction? I already discussed this topic in chapter number 1 and videos are available on my channel, you can go through it. Okay, so now let's come to the next. So here you are going to be talk about symbol of capacitor. Symbol of capacitor. So what are the symbol of capacitor? And that is very important. So symbol of capacitor number 1, it is two parallel plates without any arrow. It is called constant capacitor. It is called constant capacitor, means you are not going to be increase or decrease the strength and capacity of capacitor. Second one is capacitor of variable capacitor. Capacitor of variable capacitor means this arrow is indicating that this is the type of capacitor in which you can increase or you can decrease the strength or the capacity of the capacitor. Now let's come to the next topic, types of capacitor. Types of capacitor. So basically there are 3 types in our syllabus. Okay, in a market maximum types of the capacitor is available cylindrical. I think you observed this capacitor over the head of the fan. Okay, and also in the switchboard of the motor, big cylindrical capacitor is available here. Without capacitor, your motor is not going to be run in a proper RPM, revolution per minute. So basically 3 types of capacitor. One is parallel plate capacitor, second is cylindrical capacitor, and third is spherical capacitor. Parallel plate means these are the 2 plates, one is positive, another is negative. Cylindrical capacitor means these parallel plates inside the cylindrical shape. Okay, spherical means these 2 parallel plates inside the sphere like this. Okay, so this is a very basic understanding. We discussed about the types of capacitor. Let's come to the next topic, that is parallel plate capacitor. So next topic is parallel plate capacitor. So let's try to understand what do you mean by parallel plate capacitor. We need 2 metallic plates. We need what type of 2 metallic plates? And these metallic plates must be consisting same geometry and area. Geometry means we are talking about size and shape. We are talking about size and shape. Okay. And next one, small distance between them. The distance must be small, by which the capacity of capacitor will be maximum. Dielectric medium is air. By means the dielectric medium between 2 plates must be air. It is called parallel plate capacitor. In short, you can say that you have 2 metallic plates, geometry and area must be same, and distance between them is very small, and dielectric medium must be air between them. It is called parallel plate capacitor. Okay, so next page we are moving here. In this page you can see here, first of all let's try to understand this diagrammatical understanding. Okay, so see here, you can see the diagram in which first plate is positive and second one plate is negatively charged. When only one plate is available, suppose you are talking about only positive plate, it is not conducting plate, it is the non-conducting plate. And I told you in chapter 2 Gauss law in its application, non-conducting plate electric field is sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. Okay, and also negatively charged alone, it is behave as a non-conductor. So also electric field for the non-conductor negative charge plate is E is equals to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. Okay, it is negative, forward that, and it is positive sigma. Why it is positive negative? Because positively charged distributed and it is negatively charged distributed. When you will add up both of this, so you will occur sigma upon epsilon naught. This positive and negative only just representing the direction. When you will do the calculation, it is not going to be included in this. So we understood the basic things about the parallel plate capacitor. One is positively charged, another is negatively charged, and finally the electric field is E is equals to sigma upon epsilon naught. So what actually we have to do to make a parallel plate capacitor? To charge a capacitor, the plate must be connected by a battery. So your plate, both of the plate must be connected by battery, by which voltage is supplied and charge is generated over the plates. The plate attached to the positive terminal release the electron, and plate attached to the negative terminal accept the electrons. Okay, so जो पॉजिटिव वाली चार्ज वाली प्लेट होगी उसका काम है डोनेट करना. आई टोल्ड यू पॉजिटिव का मतलब ही क्या होता है, डोनेशन कैपेसिटी और डोनेशन प्रॉपर्टी. सो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करेगा और इलेक्ट्रॉन मतलब नेगेटिव चार्ज जो प्लेट है वो इलेक्ट्रॉन को क्या करेगा, एक्सेप्ट करेगा. और इस प्रोसेस में क्या होगा, आपका जो इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज है वो लीक होगा. ठीक है, और लीक होगा तभी कैपेसिटर क्या करेगा, कैपेसिटी और स्ट्रेंथ के साथ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सप्लाई करने में हेल्प करेगा. ओके, नाउ द फॉरवर्ड टॉपिक इन दिस. So now you have to be see on the plate there are one is positively charged, another is negatively charged. As the area of the both the plates are same, they are having the same surface charge density but opposite direction. I told you in the diagram positive sigma and minus sigma. These are the surface charge density for plate number positive and plate that is negatively charged minus sigma. Electric field due to each plate, I told you sigma upon 2 epsilon naught, because each plate is behave like a non-conductor. When these plates are combined, due to this parallel plate having the same area, the electric field is uniform. If the area is not same, then electric field is non-uniform. Now let's come to find out the total electric field. E is equals to E1 minus minus plus, so E1 plus E2. When you will add both of this, so you will occur sigma upon epsilon naught. Now let's remind one thing that we already studied in chapter number 2. Surface charge density is equals to charge per unit area. Okay, now see that in the last one you can see here, after putting the value of sigma, you will obtain E is equals to Q divided by A epsilon naught. Now potential applied. This concept we understood in chapter number 3, the relation between electric field and electric potential. If you forgot, please go through back in the video. V is equals to E into D, electric field and distance between the plates. So value of E we have to be put here. Okay, then we will obtain here QD divided by A epsilon naught. General formula of the capacitor we know that C is equals to Q by V. So Q divided by QD upon A epsilon naught, and Q to Q is going to be cancelled. So final answer we got it epsilon naught A upon D. So finally in this block I have written that C is equals to epsilon naught A upon D. So C is directly proportional to area, means C is increases, area is increases. So this concept already I have been discussed in the previous concept. C proportional to 1 upon D means distance between the plate is increases, capacity of the capacitor is decreases. So hopefully you understood that. Now next page, in this we are talking about some important note, and that is very important point for the examination. Surface charge density is more at the end of the plates, and due to this electric field lines repel each other. electric field lines are repel each other and the electric field becomes non-uniform. So एक्चुअली होता क्या है, कॉर्नर के अंदर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स और प्रोटॉन्स की बात करें तो पॉजिटिवली चार्ज प्लेट पे भी प्रोटॉन ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं कॉर्नर पे, और नेगेटिवली चार्ज प्लेट पे भी कॉर्नर पे इलेक्ट्रॉन ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं. ओके, तो यहाँ प्रॉब्लम क्या आ रही है? प्रॉब्लम ये आ रही है कि वहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड क्या हो गया है, डिस्टर्ब हो गया. कैसे हो? क्योंकि वो एक दूसरे को क्या करने लग गए, रिपेल करने लग गए. क्योंकि खुद ही पॉजिटिव चार्ज दूसरे पॉजिटिव चार्ज को क्या करेगा, रिपेल करेगा. खुद नेगेटिव चार्ज दूसरे नेगेटिव चार्ज को क्या करेगा, रिपेल करेगा. और जब रिपेल करेगा तो प्रॉब्लम क्या होगी, यूनिफॉर्म फील्ड प्रोड्यूस ना करके कैसा फील्ड प्रोड्यूस कर दे, नॉन यूनिफॉर्म, जिसे हम बोलते हैं फ्रिंज इफेक्ट. क्या बोलते हैं, फ्रिंज इफेक्ट. यहाँ देख लीजिएगा, ये वाला सेम डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है नीचे की तरफ, पॉजिटिव से नेगेटिव, और ये भी कहाँ जा रहा है, पॉजिटिव से नेगेटिव. अब ये दोनों तरफ एक ही डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं, तो ये दोनों एक दूसरे को क्या करेंगे, रिपेल. क्या करेंगे, रिपेल. और यही रिपेल की वजह से यहाँ प्रॉब्लम क्या आ जाएगी, फ्रिंज इफेक्ट आ जाएगा. कौन सा इफेक्ट आ जाएगा, फ्रिंज. फ्रिंज का मतलब होता है मकड़ी जैसे जाल बनाती है ना, वैसे ये इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड नॉन यूनिफॉर्म बन जाता है. टू अवॉइड दिस इफेक्ट इन दिस इंट्रोड्यूस डाई इलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल. अगर आपको फ्रिंज इफेक्ट क्या करना है, अवॉइड करना है, या इसे कम करना है, या इसे जीरो करना है, जीरो तो वैसे होता ही नहीं है, बाय विच कैपेसिटेंस ऑफ द कैपेसिटर इज इंक्रीज एंड द फ्रिंज इफेक्ट इज रिड्यूसेस. तो आपको डाई इलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल इंट्रोड्यूस करना होगा. डाई इलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल क्या होता है, जो खुद ही एक इंसुलेटर की तरह बिहेव करे. जैसे आपने बीच में ड्राई वुड रख दी, तो ड्राई वुड क्या करेगी, कॉर्नर के पॉजिटिव चार्ज को कॉर्नर के नेगेटिव चार्ज से क्या नहीं करने देगी, अट्रैक्शन नहीं करने देगी. तो ऑब्वियसली बात है, एट द एंड ऑफ द कॉर्नर यहाँ पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज को नेगेटिव इलेक्ट्रॉन को डोनेट करेगा भी नहीं, और इलेक्ट्रॉन आने वाले इलेक्ट्रॉन को एक्सेप्ट करेगा भी नहीं. सो ऑब्वियसली द फ्रिंज इफेक्ट इज गोइंग टू बी रिड्यूस. ओके, so now let's come to the numerical. Okay, so numerical problem we are going to discuss here. In this numerical we are going to be talk about the area of the plates capacitor is A. So you have a plate and the area of that plate is capital A, and distance between the plate is small d. Okay, now changes are, if the area of the plate is double, by means 2a, and the distance between the plate is half, by means d by 2, then what would be the capacitance of the capacitor as compared to its initial value. So we have to be compare previous capacitance of the capacitor and new capacitance of capacitor. This question generally asked in RBSc and CBSc. It's not for the need purpose. Original capacitance C is equals to epsilon naught A upon D. So new capacitance C dash is equals to epsilon naught into 2A. According to the given condition, area will be double and distance between the plate is half. So after doing the calculation, you obtain here 4A epsilon naught upon D, and you know that previously the value of C is A epsilon naught upon D. It is replaced by C. So we got it the answer. The new capacitance is the 4 times of old capacitance. The new capacitance is 4 times of old capacitance. So hopefully you understood numerical based on the parallel plate capacitor. Now let's come to the second numerical. Okay, in this second numerical we are going to be discuss. Let's start reading. Calculate the capacitance of a capacitor. A capacitor formed by a circular plates of radius 5 cm, which are placed at a distance of 1 millimeter from each other. So capacitance we have to find out. So we know general formula is A epsilon naught upon D, but here area directly is not given, but hint is given. What is the hint? This plate is circular. This plate is circular, means area of circular plate is pi r square, and also radius is given 5 cm, but we have to be changed in meter. So when 5 cm is changed in meter, so 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So A is equal to pi r square, area of the circle. Put the value here, 3.14 into 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole power 2. And after solving, 78.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square is the answer. And capacitance C is equals to A epsilon naught upon D. And value we have to put here. The value of A is 78.5 into 10 to the power minus 4. Epsilon naught is 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12. And the value of D is 1 millimeter is changed into meter. So as you know that 1 millimeter is equals to 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Okay. So here we have to put, and after calculation you got it 69.47 into 10 to the power minus 12 फैरड. जैसा कि मैंने आपको जो कल की जो क्लास थी उसमें बताया था मैंने कि 10 to the power minus 12 फैरड किसके बराबर होता है? पिको फैरड. So we change here lastly 69.5 picofarad. I hope so you enjoy the lecture of today. Okay, and if you have any doubt, please comment in the comment box. If you like the video, please share with your friends. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day.